Hi, everybody. Welcome to your practice. My name is Raquel. And for our yoga practice today, we're going to need 2 blocks and a blanket. Okay? So come to your mat. Let's start standing. And we're going to start with our legs wider than hip width apart, and your toes are going to be facing out on a diagonal. And then bring your hands to your hips. So press the feet down gently. Go ahead and lift all of the toes. And as you lift the toes, put the toes down on the floor. Then start to shift the hips to one side. So I'm shifting here to the right. And then you breathe into the left inner thigh. And back to center. And then you do the other side. And then back to center. Now turn all of your toes to face forward. Shift the hips to the right. And now can you lengthen the spine a little bit more to the left? The spine long, and then back to center. Shift the hips the other way as you lean the spine to the right. And then back to center. Okay, turn the right toes out and then bend the knees. So you're doing a mini warrior 2. And then lean the spine back, kind of in a side bend. And then you come up and you lean yourself forward as if you're doing the side angle pose. Okay, so notice how this stance here is a little shorter. You might have more room in your spine. And you do one more time coming forward as if you wanted to do the side angle. And then all the way up as you straighten your legs. Okay, return back. Left toes out, and you bend the front knee, that mini warrior 2, leaning back. As if you wanted to do side bend, and then going up and leaning forward. And you got one more time, leaning back. And up as you lean forward. Okay, press the front heel down as you come all the way up. Go back to having all of your toes facing forward. Now the left hand slides down the left leg, the right arm goes up. And then you do a big side bend. And then the arm down. Let the arm go up towards the ceiling and then let it dangle down. Up again and down. And then last time going up. And then back down. Okay, we bring ourselves all the way up. Now the right hand slides down the right leg, the other arm goes up into your side bend. Sliding the arm, and then arm goes up, and then down, and up, and last time down, and then up, all the way back to upright. Left ear down towards the left shoulder. Try to keep the shoulders kind of where they are. So you're just moving your head around. And then back to center. Keep the shoulders. Right ear, right shoulder. And then back to center. Okay, turn your head all the way to the left until it stops. And back to center as you turn the head all the way to the right until it stops. And then back to center. Bend your knees and then toe heel the feet together. Interlace the fingers, have the heels of the hands together as you reach your arms forward. This is a little funny. You're going to draw with your hands and your arms and your spine the figure 8 shape, okay? So the infinity symbol, and you're going to be very dramatic about this. So bend your knees, reach your arms forward. And now you can do a sharp turn to the right, moving down towards the floor, and then all the way up, Coming down through center, all the way down on the left, and then up and continue like this. And the main objective of this is to get the back body to open up. I'm going down. And can you move the shoulder blades away from the spine? You move the head. And continue. You got one more. And then when you come back to center, you pause. Okay, flip your palms forward. And let's reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Let's take a moment to reach the heels of your hands up. Pressing the heels of the feet down. Easy side bend to the right. And up, and then side bend to the left. And up one more time to the right. And now look down to your right toes, and can you do a little bit of the cat pose here? So you're rounding the spine to the right and feeling the left upper back, hopefully opening. And then you come up. We do the side bend the other way. You look down to your left toes, and then you roll it down again. And then pressing the feet down all the way back up as you release the arms down. Okay, grab your blanket and let's place the blanket like we usually do in the middle of the mat. And as you're doing this, knees on the blanket. Okay, hands on the floor. Come into your quadruped position. And then lengthen all of the fingers, and your index fingers are pointing straight forward. Elbows are as straight as you can, shoulders above the wrist. Now, lean the weight of your body a little bit more forward so the shoulders are slightly forward of your wrist. And then you lean back. You continue forward and back. And guys, notice if this is too much on your wrist, then because it's too much, so you don't go as far. Let's see what's available here. And then back to center. Tops of your hands down on the floor. That means all of your fingers are facing your knees now. And then go ahead and play the piano with your fingers. A loose piano playing here. And now let's curl the fingers, make a loose fist with the hands. And then you release and you lengthen all of the fingers. Okay, shake one of the hands, put it down. Shake the other hand, put the hand down. Left leg back behind you into a calf stretch to start. And then big breaths on that calf. Opening the calf, the top of the calf, the back of your knee. And release. And now it's the right leg that goes back. Taking a moment here for those legs to open. Keep pressing the hands down, keep looking forward. And then you bring your knees back down. Knees together, curl your toes under, and then let's sit on our heels. You roll the shoulders back. And drop the left ear down towards the left shoulder briefly. And then back to center, right ear, right shoulder. And then back to center as you walk yourself back. Now, tops of the feet down. As you put the tops of the feet down, lean back. Maybe you can lift your knees or your shins off the floor a tiny bit. Maybe. And then we release as you put those knees back down. Okay. Walk the hands forward. And let's have the blocks now on the second height underneath your hands. And left foot here on the outside of this block. We're going to do a variation of lizard into a side stretch. So allow the pelvis to come forward and down a little bit deeper into that low lunge. And then let the pelvis go back. And then maybe you straighten the front leg. Do that on the breath. Inhale brings you forward. Exhale, going back. Inhale, shift the hips, bending that front knee. Exhale as you go back. And then one more time as you come forward. And then you go all the way back. Okay, now when you come forward, you're gonna stay here. Bend the back knee, kick that heel towards your butt, and then reach the left arm around. And then if the hand can't find the foot, this is gonna be a hamstring strengthener for you. So you're gonna work on trying to bring that heel towards your hand. But if you can hold the foot, however you can hold the foot, you're gonna press into the foot and you're gonna use this shape as a quad stretch and a twist. So if you're fishing for your foot, if you're suffering, don't suffer. Keep the arm back and keep squeezing that right hamstring. And rolling the shoulders, opening for 3, 2, and 1. And you release as you put that hand back down. And let's do the other side. Your right foot now on the outside of your right hand. And so when I do this, I usually have my toes a little on a diagonal. So now my right toes are a little to the right, towards the top right corner of the mat. And the pelvis goes forward, and then try to straighten the legs. Inhale forward, and then back. Continue. Inhale, it's a long breath. Long breath out. One more time, going forward. And then one more time, going back. Now as the pelvis comes forward, let's allow it to be there. Bend the back knee, the heel towards your butt. And then let's reach the right arm out. Again, if the foot is too far, if you can't touch that foot, you're gonna keep squeezing that hamstring. If you can't hold the foot, bring the foot in and then rotate towards the ceiling. Keep rolling the shoulders back. And holding for 3, 2, 1 as we release. And we place the hands down and then both of your knees down. Keep your hands here on the blocks. The blocks are still on the second height. Your fingers are facing forward. Press the hands down and very strongly press into the blocks and do the most scary cat that you can. So really round the spine as you drop your head down. Now guys, imagine that the very top of your head, the crown of your head, is kind of pulling your head down in between those blocks, as if the head could fall in between the blocks. And give your neck a break from having to hold your head in. Breathe into the back of your neck. And then all the way back to center. Now keep the hands on the blocks and do your back bend. Spin the sitting bones up and apart. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. And then as you stay here, now can you reach the very crown of your head up towards the ceiling? If not towards the ceiling, lean a little bit on a diagonal. So we just want the crown of the head to move away from your tailbone. Lengthening the neck, lengthening the whole of your spine, holding this shape. And then you come back to neutral. Okay, look over your left shoulder. Squeeze the left shoulder towards your left hip. And now can you really squeeze the left rib? So you're actively squeezing the left rib and open the right. You squeeze the left to open the right. And then squeeze the left to open the right. Okay. You come back to center, neutral. And now you squeeze the right shoulder towards the right hip. Squeezing the right, squeezing the right, squeezing the right. And now release on the left side body. Release on the left side. Squeezing the right. And then all the way back to center. Curl the toes again. And then sit on those toes. Lift the palms up. And then curl the fingers. Bring the knuckles up towards the ceiling. And then make circles with the knuckles like this. You make circles with the wrist. And then circle the other way. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release as you put your hands down on the block. Now your left foot in between the blocks. So let's bring the blocks to the highest height now as we do our high lunge legs. Okay. So spread the front toes. Maybe one day you're going to spread your toes so much you're going to be able to see the color of your yoga mat. Maybe. Okay. And then you guys walk the blocks back, and then let's try to straighten that front leg. So now you have more space because your hands are on your block. Dig the front heel down. And then you're going to try to get your heart to reach straight forward towards the wall in front of you. Keep breathing. Okay, now reach the back heel up towards the ceiling. Try to keep the back knee straight, and you lower that heel back down on the floor. And then one more time, reach the back heel up, and then down. And one more time, reaching up, and then back down. Turn and ground the heel to the left, as if you're going to do triangle legs. And then you swing the pelvis to the left and back to center and to the left again and then back to center. Okay, keep your left hand on the block and bring your right hand on your hip and then open into what's going to feel like a short triangle. And that's okay. We roll both of the shoulders down away from the ears as the right arm goes up towards the ceiling. So keep pressing the back heel down, reach the top arm up, and then bring the right arm alongside of your ear for the extended triangle. Now inhale the arm up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, you look down, the right hand on the block. The back heel goes up, you normalize your legs, and you put the back knee down. Other side. So now the right foot is kind of forward of your block. We curl the back toes, we find the high lunge legs shape. And from here, we straighten that front leg. You breathe. Pressing the hands into the block, lengthening your spine forward. Now inhale, the back heel goes up towards the ceiling. Let's turn that heel towards the center of the mat. And you put the heel down. Left hand to your left hip. And then open the chest. Bottom hand is still on that block as you reach the top arm up towards the ceiling. There you are in your triangle. And then we're going to bring the arm alongside of the ear, extend the triangle. Let the left side of the body get long, pressing down through your back heel. Then inhale the arm up. Then you look down, you put the hand down on the block. We lift the back heel. All of your left toes facing forward, bend the back knee as it touches the floor. And then both of your knees down. Okay, put the blocks off of your mat for now. And bring yourself to kneeling upright. Kneeling upright. Left leg out to the left. And then the left hand on your side. Inhale, the right arm goes up, and then as you exhale, side bend to the left. Now bend the elbow, hold the back of your skull. Now you're gonna try to do cat here. You're gonna do a little bit of the cat. So that means you're gonna round the spine down, looking down towards the floor. Round the upper spine, then back to center. Shoulders back, reach the right elbow back as you open. And then you round again. Then you open. And let's do this one more time as you round. And then you open. And release, bring the arms all the way up into the warrior two. And you release the arms down on the floor. I mean alongside of your body. So now bend the front leg. So the front leg is doing your warrior two. And let's do the side angle. So put the forearm on your side. The side angle with the back knee down. So forearm on your side, sides of the waist long. And now let's reach the top arm up towards the ceiling. And again, bring the arm alongside of your ear. Keep the spine lengthening, keep the top arm going up. And now guys, go ahead and look down to that side. And ever so slightly bring your chin towards your chest. So do a tight chin tuck. See what happens on your neck. And as we inhale, come up into the warrior two arms. And our arms back down. Both of your knees down. Let's do the other leg, which is your right leg out. Into our side bend, easy side bend. Left arm goes up, stay here. Then we bend the elbow, holding the back of the skull. Curling in into our cat position on a diagonal down towards the floor. And then you come to upright. Just bring that elbow back, open the chest. And then we curl it down again. And then we go back. And then one more time as you roll it down. And then we go back. All the way up into the warrior two arms. And the arms down by your side. Okay, let's do the warrior two leg. Forearm on your side. Into your side angle shape. Which, by the way, is a very good place to really focus on that lower back opening. Just holding the shape. And then let's bring the top arm alongside of the ear. Side body, ribs. By the way, you're not slumping your weight on your shoulder, your bottom shoulder. The bottom shoulder is still moving back towards the back body and down towards your right hip. And then we look down to that side and you tuck the chin towards your chest. A little bit of that. Two more breaths. And you press the front foot down, come up, warrior two arms. And you release the arms. And let's walk that foot forward without using your hands. Curl the back toes and come up to standing. Yes, very gracefully. So now remove the blanket from your mat. And I'd like for you to have your blocks on the highest setting just in front of your yoga mat. Okay, let's do some half sun salutations and then the standing shape. So inhale your arms to the sides and up. As you exhale, your arms to the sides and down as you touch your block. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale as you bow over your legs. We inhale the arms to the side and up towards the ceiling, folding the palms. And as you exhale, bring your hands to the heart. Continue. Inhale, so the breath starts and then the movement follows. We exhale all the way down and you touch the block. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, you bow forward. Inhale, your arms to the sides, and we go up, palms together, and hand on the heart. One more. Inhale, reaching through the arms. Exhale, forward and down as we touch the block. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale. Now, when you bow, remember, the head is heavy. And imagine that the crown of the head can touch here, the space on the floor in between the blocks. So let the head release. Now do a little bit of a no with your head. And then a little bit of a yes. Okay. And then we reach the arms to the sides and going up towards the ceiling. And the hands on the heart. Okay. Now inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward and down, touch your block. Bend your knees, step the left leg back, and turn around the back heel and come up into the warrior two. Take a moment, warrior two, arms out to the side. Put the forearm on your side. There you are. This is option number one. Option number two, you're gonna grab that block and put the block behind your leg, and you're gonna do side angle like this. Okay, if having the hand on the block is too low, guess what? You're going to keep your forearm on your side. So choose where you want to be as the other arm goes up towards the ceiling. Now let's bring the arm alongside of the ear. Now, really feel your feet pressing into the floor. Your feet are not going to move. As you press the feet into the floor and try to hug the feet towards one another. Really feel the legs. Feel the engagement of the back leg, engagement of the front foot. As you reach through the top fingertips, can you soften something on that top arm? Good. And now you look down, the hands down on either side of your foot. And you do a downward dog. So take your time getting back there. Bend one knee and then bend the other, trying to dig those heels into the floor. Okay. Inhale to plank, top of a push-up. Exhale back into down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. One more time into the plank shape. This time put your knees on the floor. Inhale. And then as you exhale, bend the elbows back, coming forward, 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 and down. Tops of the feet on the floor. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, second cobra. So usually mainly your back and then back down. And we got one more into the back bend and then back down. Curl the toes, hands and knees in a downward dog. Inhale the heels up towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower your heels back down. Step the left foot forward in between your hands. Turning around the back heel and take a moment and come into warrior two on the second side. So adjust your feet, angle the toes in, and then you open the arms out. Inhale here. As you exhale, put the forearm on your side, or Again, that block behind your leg. Take a look. What is the bottom shoulder doing? I'm gonna bring that shoulder down. And then the other arm up towards the ceiling. And let's reach the arm alongside of the ear. Now, sometimes this top arm is kind of in front of your face. That's not what we're doing. I like for you to keep the right upper arm bone aligned with your ear. So it kind of goes back. Keep pressing the feet down. Let your legs completely support you here. And can the legs work more than your left arm? Stay in your shape. A few more breaths. In your side angle pose. One more. And then as you exhale, you look down. You can put that block forward if you're using the block. Plant the palms and downward dog. This time bring your big toes all the way together. And you bend the knees a tiny bit. And then spin the sitting bones towards the ceiling as if your buttocks could touch the ceiling. And then you tilt the hips to the right into a side bend, and then center into the left, and then back to center as you straighten your legs. Inhale, bring you to plank. Exhale, put your knees down. You're going to do chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, forward and down, forward and down, forward and down. Inhale into the first cobra. Exhale down. Inhale the second cobra. And then down. One more time, the third. And then back down. You curl the toes, hands and knees, in a downward dog. Walk the feet all the way forward towards your hands. Hands on the block. And then inhale, legs and spine. Now guys, stay here with a long spine as best you can. And we reach the arms to the sides and up towards the ceiling, folding the palms. And we exhale the hands on the heart. Okay, let's do triangle now. Again, but now from standing. So inhale the arms up. Exhale forward and down as you touch the block. Bend the knee. Step the left leg back. And then turn the heel. And you can bring the block with you and let the block be behind your right leg. And just for a moment, I'd like for you today, for now, to start with your legs long. So it is the warrior two stance, but the only thing that's different is that your front leg is straight. So hands here on your hips. Right where the front side becomes the pelvis, So see if you can get your hands there. And then start the movement from the pelvis, from the pelvis, from the pelvis. And then we're all gonna need that block behind us. Yeah. So let the hand land on something. And then stay in this shape. Remember your back toes are turned on towards the left. You're turned in a little bit. Now the left arm goes up. And reach the arm alongside of your ear. And you're gonna try to keep this lengthening on the left side of the body. All the way through the back heel, the back leg, the left side of the body, the left arm. Inhale. Exhale as you stay. And again, is that arm coming forward because we're getting tired? Bring the arms back. So your top thumb is reaching back to the wall behind you. And that's it. Okay, put the hand down. You can bring that block forward. Plant the palms into down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees down. And then slowly to the floor. 3 cobras. Inhale the first. And then down. Inhale the second. Use your arms a little bit more now. And down. And then the third. And back down. Curl the toes, hands and knees. In a downward dog. Walk the feet forward towards your hands. And we hop the hands on the block. Okay, again, keep your spine long. And we reach the arms to the side and up towards the ceiling, folding the palms and bringing the hands to the heart. Other side, inhale the arms. Exhale down. Now you bend your knees. You can bring that block with you. The right leg goes back. And first you come up into the warrior 2 again. Find the warrior 2 leg. Yes. And now we straighten the front leg. Hands here on the pelvis. Let's pour the pelvis forward, 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 forward. And then the left hand is going to find the block. Open yourselves to the wall that you're facing, just to the right. And now, guys, can you have the top ribs as long as the bottom ribs? So all of the ribs are long. And the right arm goes up. Let's bring the arm alongside of the ear. This beautiful extending shape. Now tune into your right ring finger. So the right ring finger. And can you reach more to that finger and see what happens? Keep the legs here. Keep the front heel pressing down. Keep the shape. Feel the strength. Feel the work. One more breath. And then you look down and you release. Put the hands on the floor. Last round of both of your hands on the floor. And you go back into down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees down, and then chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down. 2 more. Inhale, maybe a little higher cobra. Maybe straighten your arm. And then back down. And then the last cobra. And then back down. Okay, curl the toes, hands and knees. Now, guys, you're going to rest for a moment in puppy pose. So keep the hips right above your knees. Forehead on the floor, elbows on the floor. And relax the spine. Then release and bring the hands back. And as you walk your knees forward, grab your blanket and sit on your blanket. And then cross your legs. You can need to wiggle. Okay. Simple rotation to the right hand behind you, left fingertips here on your right knee. And as you twist here, as you come into your shape, close your eyes. And let's allow this shape to come to us very easily. Your arms are not pulling, you're not grabbing, you're not grasping for a deeper rotation. And see if you can soften the hips more, the inner thighs, the legs. Soften the shoulders, the neck, the face. And now keeping the eyes closed, you inhale, come back to center, each hand on each knee, pause. And notice how the spine might still be sensing the twist. And keeping the eyes closed, we're gonna go to the other side. So the right hand on your left knee, the left hand behind you, find the rotation. And again, you sink the pelvis down into that blanket. Shoulders down. And turn the head to the left until it stops. And you inhale back to center, still keeping the eyes closed. Feel that. And then change, bring the other leg in front. And then if there's any last little movement that you need here. Okay. You roll the shoulders back. And today let's finish with the palms facing up. You close the eyes again. The fingers relax, the palms relax as well. We take this simple gesture of the palms relaxed, facing up, as a gesture of receptivity, being open to receive the benefits of our movement practice and everything else that life is offering us. And being wise to see the many blessings we already have in our lives. Feeling compassion for everyone that is hurting in so many ways. So as you sense your body here in this relative stillness, notice again if there's any hardening around the fingers. How can you soften the fingers even more? Staying open to everything that life has to offer. And just like we did with the head before, you're not gonna engage your muscles, but see if you can allow the palms of your hands to feel heavy into your thighs. So you feel both of your hands very heavy, pressing down into your thighs. And for our time today, for our practice, very slowly Bring those hands together so the palms touch just in front of the heart. And the fingers touch. We take an inhale together. And we bow the head. Thank you guys.